So right now you might feel like nothing is stable. Nothing is stable. It's like everything is kind of up in the air. Things might be getting chaotic for you. It might be like your job is weird. Okay, you don't know how long you're going to be able to sustain that. If you're even going to be working there for a long time, or if you're going to get fired. Money could be a little bit funny. Maybe people are acting a little bit funny. Friendships that you're falling out with, or people that you're just not speaking with, or it just seems like it's a time where like nothing is really set in stone and everything is kind of just up in the air in limbo, and that's okay. Because remember, there's a certain life or certain wishes, certain desires, certain dreams that it is that you ask the universe for. And before that can come in, what's not meant to be needs to be destroyed. And so, again, you might feel like everything is chaotic right now. You might not really be sure of what's happening and what's going on, but it's only because you're in between transition right now. Literally, you are in between worlds. In between worlds. So just take a woosah, take a deep breath, and prepare, okay? Because things are going to get a little bit more hectic, but like what you want is literally right around the corner.
I feel like I need something. You tried to fight, but you can't escape me. My brain is racing for sanity. My heart is racing for clarity.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? Scott Santana, better known as Aubrey when I'm doing these readings. Um, this is going to be a general reading for the week. As you can see, I already pulled the energy, which was for the overall theme of the week. Okay, and we are going to dive deeper into that, but I do want to go ahead and pull out the spreads. Okay, pull out the spreads. I haven't really done like an on-camera video in a long time. Usually, I'm on camera, and not like this. But this is gonna work for now until I, get back on camera full time. Okay. So just a couple of house rules for those that are new, those that have never seen this type of content from me. These readings are general. It's not meant to be a personal deep dive. That's the whole point of booking a personal reading, which you can go to my website, thealignedsouls.com, to book you a personal reading. That way we can get deep into your natal chart and figure out how you're being affected by the universe and whatever transits are upcoming, whatever. Okay, so to book a personal reading, go to my website, thealignedsouls.com. It's on screen and it's also in the description box. But as far as this video, this is going to be a general reading, okay? So a collective reading. Any urgent messages that come out, we will deal with. Any messages from spirit, just, whatever energies we have working with the next 7 days or so, okay? So let me go ahead and pull out the spread. Child, get you a snack, get you a drink. It's going to take a second. Okay, so what we got for the current situation, keeping it. Okay, give me the challenges. Give me energy. Give me the energy. Okay, and advice. Give me a protection message. Give me a protection message. Thank you. Yeah. Oh God, how I miss doing these. And this is why I wanted to be on camera, because for those that's not used to seeing this type of content from me, um, Spirit is known to always be in a room for one, like when we doing these type of readings. But it's like what I be feeling like always comes out like immediately, because we didn't even start the reading yet, but for the current situation, look what we have: chaos and conflict. And I literally spent the entire intro talking about that, but hashtag you skipped it. Okay, let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. Um, and matter of fact, these weren't even. I wasn't even supposed to pick these. I wasn't even supposed to use this deck. That's crazy. I was not supposed to use this deck. Um, thank you. Current situation. Let me get the challenges, and then I'm gonna just pick. Let me get the challenges, and then I'm gonna spread out the energies. Oh, I feel like no. I'm taking them. I'm taking them. I'm taking them. There's a lot of damn energies. Where the energy should be focused. Protection message. Okay. And let's go ahead and pull some of these. Child, this is a lot going on. Y'all got a lot going on. I'm gonna spread it out. I'm gonna spread it out. So overall theme, current situation, challenges. No. Current situation, challenges, where the energy should be focused, and the protection message. Ace of Cups. Are y'all dealing with a love situation? Because this, I'm getting a whole bunch of like love popping up. Is this dealing with a love situation? Don't tell me y'all worried about a nigga. Don't tell me that the energy is giving nigga. Oh, ooh, 333. You might be saying 333 a lot. It's giving alignment, but hopefully it's alignment within self before it comes to relationship. But it's definitely like okay, because the energy I'm feeling is like newfound love for self, self love definitely. Uh, it's very big on what I was saying before. It's like you have these lessons and you might be feeling like discouraged and might be feeling like, okay, damn, like what was me? Like why is everything in my life so chaotic and so unstable right now? Like I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to believe in. I don't know what to believe in. Like again, I can only repeat the intro. Like money funny, job funny, friends acting funny, family acting funny. Like you, just everything just might seem like it's in limbo, but it's for a reason because what need it's like there's things that needs to die, doors that need to close, windows that need to be shut, like people that don't need to come with you in order to go where it is that the universe is trying to take you. Now, for a lot of you guys, this is feeling like a journey of self love, of self mastery. I'm hearing. I wanted to say self discovery, but I don't think it's a part. I don't think it has anything with discovering yourself. I feel like you already knew who you were. It was just about your reality catching up with it. Yeah, your reality catching up with it. So it's more about self master. It's like already knowing who you are, already having that self love. Like it's not an overnight thing. It's like something that you've been dealing with since childhood, even. Like already knowing who you are, already knowing what it is that you see for your life, already having a vision that you have for your life. But it was just about reality aligning with your thoughts. I'm literally just speaking whatever's coming to my mind. There's a bit of uncomfortableness there, a bit of shyness. Um, it feels awkward. So I don't know if maybe you were like ridiculed or like bullied for having certain thoughts and beliefs. Like maybe people didn't believe in you, or maybe people didn't see it for you, or maybe you were like a weirdo freak and it like made you like awkward around people. Yeah, now I'm here and stand the test of time. So let's go ahead and start getting into these energies. Let's see what we can make sense of. And for those that are new to this, I use several different methods when I'm doing readings. Of course, you use the Tower on the Oracle or whatever. And then if Spirit pops in with any messages, I also use my intuition as well. So it's several different tools that we use. Okay, so for the overall theme, between worlds. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness, no man's land. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead, cultivate curiosity, and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be, it's a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to not is to admit to not knowing. There's a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness, greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eye of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Overall energy. I'm getting extremely anxious right now. Um, you know what this feels like? It feels like being on like a ride. Let's say like King the Ka or like Nitro or like one of them rides at like Great Adventure or a theme park and you're excited to get on a ride, like you've been looking forward to this day, field trip. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. You're finally here. You've been waiting in line, waiting in line, waiting in line. Okay, when is my turn gonna come? Every time you think that the line is moving, something happens. People with fast passes end up coming in. People get ahead of you, and you're like, "What the fuck? I've been here before them." Not understanding that they bought a fast pass to kind of speed shit up, so things kind of just worked in their favor. But you feel like it's delaying your time to get up there. It's not really understanding that you always had a designated time that you were going to ride the ride and experience the ride, but you're waiting in the queue, waiting in the queue, waiting in the queue, and then finally, like you start getting near it, and then like you can kind of feel that excitement coming, and it's like you're excited to get on the ride, but then at the same time you're like, oh my god, like fuck, like I know I'm gonna have fun, but like this ride, like the first drop, like oh my god, do I put my hands up? Do I hold my hands down? Like I know I'm gonna get that pitfall in my stomach, like it's like all of those energies, and that's what right now kind of feels like. It's like transitioning to get on that ride and it's going to be a great experience, but then at the same time you still have those natural scary type of tendencies, I guess, or outlook, I guess. And you're going to be okay. Like the only way I can kind of explain it is kind of like how I look at tattoos, where it's like I always like when people ask me if tattoos hurt, I say it feels like painful sex. It feels like a painful orgasm. It's like something that feels so good, but then at the same time it's still kind of like uncomfortable. And that's kind of what this is. Like I don't know if I feel like it's necessarily depression, even though you could probably confuse what you're feeling as depression. It feels more of like best way I can explain it is like being in the middle of a thunderstorm and just being okay, almost like you're accepting your fate or accepting like that this is rain because eventually it can't rain forever. The sun is gonna have to come out. Like that's what it feels like. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this current situation. So the current situation is fucking chaos and conflict, and I mean like literally that's right to the T, right to the T. Um, Chaos and conflict. Okay, exactly like what I said in the intro. Okay, so it might be a lot of things going on. Again, a lot of different moving parts, feeling like you're in limbo. This is disarray. This is being at cross purposes with another. This is the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well. All as you become unmoored by it, scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Isn't this what I just said? Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time. But when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray, don't be too eager to fight because this is a time to understand rather than be understood. Yeah, I feel like you've already kind of like accepted almost defeat, right? And what's crazy is, and I don't even know if it's defeat, I feel like you've accepted what is. It's what like that prayer. There's like some sort of prayer that people use. I'm not like super religious, like I'm super spiritual, I'm not religious. But like there's a prayer, like the serenity prayer, God grant me the serenity to change the things that I can and what I cannot, or some shit like that, child. Something like that. But along with this chaos and conflict, we also have the rest and rejuvenate, okay, as well as the three of swords in reverse. Yeah, and it's almost like I'm finding healing is what I want to say. Like I'm finding healing and gratitude within the mess. Like yes, there's a lot going on, but like my outlook is different. My outlook is different. Like and even if you're not here, I feel like this is where you will get to, but it's just like what the fuck am I gonna do? Like I can't just sit and cry. I can't just like complain. Like I'm being grateful for certain things, but at the same time, like I'm easing my mind through the chaos. Like I'm allowing. It's like you're learning to realize that life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you. So it's like, yes, money's funny. That's fucked up. The job I'm at, I probably hate, and I feel like I need to be doing something different. Or The people I'm around, I feel like I'm no longer aligned with, or the friends that I have, I feel like we're no longer clicking, like something stale. The people I'm dating, the relationship I'm in, it's like whatever problem is happening, it's like a self acceptance thing where, again, like I said earlier, the self love is already there. It's not a question of that. It's about self mastery. And it's like realizing like whatever will be, and I'm not gonna hold on to something that is unstable and like trying to slip away. It's almost like life has beat your ass so hard to where now you truly understand that it's a collaboration between you, spirit, God, and the universe, and your angels, and all of that. Like it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. So I'm gonna like just stay calm in the midst of this chaos because I know that again it's not gonna rain forever. The sun is gonna come out. Like whatever needs to fall away will. We're gonna move on, and I'm gonna forgive myself for thinking that it's something that I did, and I'm gonna forgive the universe for thinking that they were against me the whole time. Like it was like some sort of like universal conspiracy theory. Like you know what I mean? Listen, I get tongue twisted a lot, but especially when I'm channeling. But hopefully that's making sense to someone. Okay, but that's what I'm feeling for the overall theme. It's kind of just again self mastery and accepting what is. Now we move on to the challenges. Let me move this out the way. We move on to the challenges. Now the challenge of the situation, we have unfinished symphony. And then what kind of disturbs me, but not really, is that there's a lot of energy here as far as the challenges. We have balance, we have patience and planning, and we have hope. So it's like it. I feel like that's where the anxiety is coming from because it's like such a huge life transition that's going on right now. It's not even like a okay, well I just got a paper cut or oh, okay, well me and a friend just got into an argument. It's like no, this is somebody that I've known for a long time that's no longer in my life. You know what I mean? Like for good. Like this is a relationship that I've been in for years. Like I'm married and I'm about to be divorced. Like I thought this was my career and now it's not. Like you know what I mean? Like it's such a huge life transition. And I feel like while there's this acceptance, put it this way, I feel like the acceptance is coming from knowing I'd rather be happy than miserable. So if walking away from this or giving this up means that I can have a chance at happiness or a chance at freedom or a chance at being okay, then I'm willing to do that. And I feel like that's what's going on right now. Let me flip this over. Yeah, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands, which literally speaks to you having that confidence, right? And that's the challenge right now. It's like struggling to have that confidence to to walk away, but I feel like it's still getting done because it does very much feel like having to stand alone. Like it just feels very brand new. It feels like a fish out of water. Like I could title this "Fish Out of Water." It feels very much like what am I gonna do without this relationship or this job or this whatever it is. But like that deep need for happiness is there. Let's take a look at where the energy should be focused. So we have round and round as far as where the energy needs to be focused. And we also have emotional withdrawal along with the Knight of Wands. Very interesting. Because it's like the energy needs to go more inward towards the lessons. Because throughout each, whatever it is that's getting removed, there's a lesson in each of these things. So it's like right now you're being called to go within and see what was the lesson of each relationship, of each different path. Because granted, at some point you probably looked at it like, okay, this is a blessing. And I know a lot of times when we go through things, we try to blame the universe and be like, okay, well, what the fuck? If this was just what happened, if they were just going to cheat on me, if they were just going to be a horrible friend, if job I was just going to get fired from, like, what the fuck was the point? But like, The universe is like, listen, you keep going through these things. Why? Why? You keep going through these things. And it's almost like you shut down or you forget that you've gone through these things. And that's why you keep going through the same shit because it's like shit is going to continue to hit the fan and feel like it's a storm over and over again until you learn your lesson. And because you're not learning the lesson, we have to keep it's almost like think of it like a video game, right? You cannot advance to the next level, to the next stage of the video game until you beat that level. You haven't beat that level. And so that goes again back to the self mastery part. It's like learning that life is not happening to you but for you. But like now taking that reassurance and removing yourself from everything and looking objectively like, okay, where did I go wrong? What could have been done better? Um, and how can I move about life differently now that I know this? Yeah, let's go ahead to the final energy. This is the advice protection message. We have serendipity. Okay, so this is opportunity aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune, appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. Mm. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. Did I not just motherfucking say that? Did I not just motherfucking say that? I literally just said you could be cursing out the universe like, yo, what the fuck was the point of this relationship if they were just gonna cheat on me? If they weren't gonna be the one? What was the point of that friendship if this person was gonna be my BFF forever? What was the point of that job if I was just gonna get fired? Like, but it's learning to look at life that's happening for you, not to you. Every step of the way had a lesson. Again, that's why you're being asked to go back to these different stages of your life and figure out why does this keep happening? What can you learn? What is there to gain? Okay? When I think of the Knight of Wands, I think of like a fuckboy. Like you know how like a fuckboy comes around and it's just like me, take. Like what can I gain? Like very much like I'm gonna fuck you first before I forgot if I like you and take you on a date. Like think of it like that fuckboy energy, right? That's kind of how you have to be with your life. But instead of like focusing it on sex, it's more of like being that diligent. The same way that fuckboys are diligent when it comes to them winning sex, you have to be that diligent when it comes to your life and healing and growing. Ugh. Uh. Okay, so serendipity. Let me go back to that. Okay, so perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jet, bitch. Y'all, listen, y'all about to make me get up on camera with no tooth. Listen, did I not just motherfucking say that? Was that not literally the entire purpose of this goddamn reading? I told y'all, y'all are in transition because literally what you want is right there. Literally what you want is right there. And it's like y'all are sitting there really about to go on a roller coaster or whatever, but it's just like this final clearing out. It's kind of like spring cleaning almost, right? Like sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Doesn't mean that the jackpot isn't coming. Doesn't mean that. But don't get caught up in the drama or disappointment. There really, in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you're meant to go. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs, baby. Listen. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. Come on now. I literally just said that. I literally just said that. Okay, but with this round and round and this emotionally withdrawn, it literally means like when these things happen, you just kind of tap out instead of tapping in to a higher frequency and figuring out what the hell really happened. You just kind of tap out, emotionally shut down, whatever. Just and it's okay. It's a childhood trigger response. You know, it's a trauma response. Like you feel the connection in your relationship dwindling and whatever, but you might turn into a people pleaser. You might turn into Mr. Fix It. Okay, maybe if I cook more, maybe if I do this, maybe if I, you know, or maybe if I just accept what it is that they're giving, at least they're giving something when they could not give anything at all. And it's just like, no, don't do all of that. You gotta turn towards self mastery again, because it's not. I don't feel like it's a problem of self love. Not with this particular situation. I just feel like it's mastery. When you master something, it's because you've done it again and again and again, but to where like you could teach someone else how to do it. Also, with that, we have material and spiritual prosperity. Yes, I'm telling you, in order for your material to come in, you have to be blessed spiritually. Like you have to make sure you're aligned spiritually. And with that as well, we also have temperance. Okay, it's all about creating and setting that balance, right? Spirit is telling you, get in alignment. Spirit is literally telling you to go book a motherfucking reading. Honestly and truly. Spirit is saying book a motherfucking reading. But child. Let me see, is there anything else I want to pull? Any other messages I want to give the girls? Anything else I want to say to the girls? Yeah. Let's see. Any angel oracles? Anything you have for the girls, Spirit? Anything you have for the girls? That wanted to come out, but no. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Okay, we're taking it. Baby. If y'all don't go book a motherfucking reading, if you don't go book a motherfucking reading, ho. Come on now. Improving health. I'm telling y'all. Listen, I didn't even realize. Listen, oh my God. Look at the way the spirit works, because these two cards were stuck together and I didn't even realize. And right behind it, the situation will improve. And I know that could be like a little generic, but I'm promising you, just based off of this message that I done gave y'all, it's about you improving your spiritual health. Y'all are out of spiritual alignment. Improve your spiritual health. And you want to know what's crazy? At the bottom of the decks, because I usually read those energies too, we have the Ace of Cups, and then we got the Rejoice and Celebration, which typically for me represents like the Three of Cups, right? But this is like representing a new life. And then even if we keep going, we got the Chariot, and then we got Conflict and Defeat, okay, which is moving on, moving past. And then we got the Seven of Pentacles, and then we got Power. Come on now, like everything is coming out like in duality. I promise y'all. It's like, listen, get your spiritual health in check, and your mental health will improve, and your material health will improve, okay? Improve your spiritual health, and watch as the material wealth comes in, all right? So I love each and every one of y'all, okay? I'm just here to align you back to your highest soul, your highest destiny, your highest all that. Definitely make sure that you go to my website, thealignedSouls.com, and book your personal reading. I will be doing zodiac readings at some point. I don't know if they're going to come today. They may not. But definitely make sure that you look out for your zodiac sign readings as well. And yeah, go to my website, thealignedSouls.com, to book your personal reading. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Tell me what you want to be. Tell me what you want to see now. I need us to set me free. Is it them or is it me? I feel like I need something to be. You tried to fight, but you can't escape me. My brain is racing for